Ben!
Silver. Silver.
Mr. Trelawney.
Doctor. Captain Smollett.
Look at the boy. You'd think he'd seen a ghost. It was the doctor's notion, Hawkins, and a capital fine one. Jim Hawkins is coming home from Oxford, says the doctor. Let's muster the whole ship's company of the Hispaniola to welcome him.
Ben Gunn.
Ah, that was my little joke, what?
And like most of your jokes, Trelawney, it very near went too far.
What?
The gun.
Oh, gad, yes, sir. Better put away the barkery, Hawkins.
John Silver. Now there's a man I'd like to meet again.
I too, sir. I'd like to meet him, clap him in irons, and personally escort him to execution dock for the bloody murderer and mutineer he is.
He should hang, certainly. But he was a man of remarkable qualities.
He is
all
a
the same.
remarkable scoundrel, sir.
He's Satan himself. I have to side with the captain. There is good in Long John Silver.
Nonsense, Hawkins. Stuff and nonsense. Name me one good thing to lay to the credit of that bloodstained pirate.
Well, I don't know that you'd call it a particularly good thing, sir, but he did save my life. You remember that night I stumbled into the stockade, thinking that our party was still in possession, and I found myself surrounded by mutineers? But for Silver, they'd have killed me.
Mrs. Hawkins, your son's become as sharp as a Lincoln's Inn lawyer.
Oh, that he gets from me, sir. A sense of justice. That were his father's gift.
Well, I say that Silver should hang.
Enough of Silver. I propose a toast. I drink to you, Jim. It was you who brought us the map of Treasure Island. It was you who discovered the mutiny and warned us in time. It was you who would keep running off and so saved us all in the end.
I'll drink to that.
And I will do better. Gentlemen, I have an announcement to make.
Sir, I hardly think this is the moment to...
No. I bottled it up for a month, ready to burst. Gentlemen, I have appointed young Hawkins here, agent to my plantations in Jamaica.
Agent? But to what purpose?
Purpose? I've had no profits for a year. The gentleman to find out why.
What's the matter?
There's a face in the window!
Hawkins, take the rear. Livesey, Smollett, the road. Rout 'em out. Scatter.
Very good.
Yes, take it. Tom? The devil are you doing, Tom?
I meant no harm, sir.
What, prowling around like a poacher? What are you up to, man, eh? Was it you that frightened Mrs. Hawkins half to death, eh? Answer me straight.
Oh, not I, Squire. No, on my mother's head.
Straight, Tom.
No, not I. I swear it.
Well, get to the horses. It's late. I want to be home. Yes, that's Mrs. Hawkins' apparition, no doubt about it. Man's half-witted. Come over tomorrow, Hawkins. Talk business. What?
Jim! Mate, can I have a word with you? Private-like, man-to-man.
Of course, Ben.
Now, you won't say no to your old shipmate, not to Ben Gunn, will you?
What is it you want?
What is it? What is it? Well, what tears? It's this. It pertains to this here cruise of yours, Jim. To Jamaica, to the Squire's plantation. That's it.
Well, that's what?
What I've been thinking. What I've been pondering, like. Take me with you, Jim. I'll be your servant, mate. Anything that suits, just take me along here.
You don't want to go to sea again, Ben. You told me yourself. The Admiral Benbow is Ben Gunn's last anchorage.
Oh, aye, and a snug berth she is, Jim. No complaints. But it's been near 10 years since I smelt the salt breeze and felt the roll of a ship under my pins. Sometimes I goes out along the cliffs, I closes my eyes, and I just listens to the sea, and she sings to me, Jim. She sings to me like a blessed psalm, calling to me.
I'll think about it, Ben.
That's right, mate. You think on it. You think on it. I'll see to the horse.
Mother, I don't know what
Tell
else
me why then, Jim. Just tell me why.
I have. I've tried to
You've
explain.
got money, you've got education, you could do anything.
Yes, but not here, Mother. This is the old world. And out there, there's the Americas, the Caribbean. It's new world.
I'll tell you what's out there, Jim. The sea, that's what. You think I don't know that rover's look in your eye? 30 years I've kept this in, and I've seen that look in the eyes of 1,000 men, seafaring men. Oh, it's all home sweet home when they're drinking their rum, but their hearts, they're out there on the sea, and mostly their bodies end up at the bottom of it.
That isn't going to happen to me.
I lost your father, Jim, and I'll not lose you.
Silver. It's you. I knows it's you.
Go for it! Relay that!
Jim Hawkins? Jim. Lie still.
Long John Silver.
Aye. Long John Silver, come to see his old shipmate. And a sight for sore eyes you are, to be sure, Jim. Why, I'd hardly recognise you. You're that grown.
It was you. That's the window.
So it was, Jim. So it was. And sorry to be the cause of commotion. It does me hard good to see you, Jim. Didn't I always say, as how you grow into a fine man, I'm as proud of you as if you were my own son.
Listen to me. Get out, now. If they catch you, they'll hang you.
That's sound advice, matey. But first, they gotta catch me. And you may recall that Long John Silver can hop nimbler on his one pin than most men on two.
Yes. Especially when there's profit to be had.
Hard words, Jim. Hard words. We were friends once.
Once?
I saved your life. They deposed me. They tipped me the black spot, but I stood by you.
That was to save your own skin.
Well, maybe. But that weren't all there were to it.
What do you want, Silver? What have you come here for?
For what's mine, Jim? For, Flint's map.
For Flint's map? Well, that's not worth risking your neck for.
Just you give it me, and I'll slip me cable and be gone, and no harm done.
What if I refuse?
Well, that's up to you, I reckon. Come on, Jim. We're friends. Besides, we don't want for your dear mother to have any more alarms, do we?
Why? If that don't beat it all!
There's a score of men that have died for a sight of that. And there she hangs, like a blessed picture for all the world to see.
Why not? There's nothing left on Treasure Island. Or so I thought.
Just fetch it out of its frame.
That's one sharp shot, John, you'll allow. And here's another for any man that moves.
Steady, Jim!
Bill, get to it.
That map's no more use to you than a bucket full of brine without me to read it for you.
Once we're on the high seas, it'll be Captain Silver all the way. But we're not there yet. And if we don't take measures now, the cruise will end in execution dock.
Measures, Joshua? And what measures would those be?
If any party knows we're here for this, then he knows our purpose and our destination. Well, here's two that knows, and there's an empty space on the wall to speak out, even if we shut their mouths. So?
So?
So let's be on the road, John.
We're friends, are we, Silver?
Maybe you don't know Long John Silver so well, boy. Besides which, Long John don't have that much of a say in the matter. I'm a forgiving man myself, John, but Joe here, well, he's a score to settle with you.
Well, they'll be tipping me the black spot next. That's always the way with whining, creeping folks and lawyers like you, Joshua. Hell's teeth, you stand there like a yard of Bilgewater and dare to tell me my business? You think I didn't intend to scupper this puppy and this hag of a mother and this hulk of an inn? You think that I've hobbled halfway round the world, lived like a pig and begged my bread to let a boy and a woman put a rope around my neck? Give me that firearm. See? Let's see you settle your score.
That's twice, Jim. Is twice enough to call me friend? wire. Hurry!
Ben Gunn!
My nose is
Will
there.
that man never cease from plaguing me?
You'll not let him take me, Jim. It'll be the rope for sure.
Through the back, hurry. I'll delay them.
You're oak, Jim. True as oak.
Oh.
Jim? You all right?
And as thick.
Jim?
Open up! Open up, I say!
Jim!
Hawkins! Are you there? Hawkins?
Halt! Halt there! What are you carrying? Let me see.
We have him! We have the scoundrel encircled. We'll draw the noose tighter and tighter until it's round his neck, what? Ah, Doctor, I see you've saved this rascal's worthless life. Made sure the hangman gets his fee, eh? Charitable of you. Now, fellow, let's hear what you have to say.
I fear you'll not get a word out of him, Trelawney.
Well, stubborn dog, you think? But then you're a kindly, merciful sort of man, Livesey. I flatter myself that I, on the other hand, will succeed in loosening his tongue.
That is precisely what you will not be able to do. He does not possess a tongue.
What?
It's been cut out, sir. A neat piece of surgery, too.
Was it silver? Was that the score you had to settle?
My God, it's barbarous. Silver will pay for this, by God he will. Hawkins, where are you off to?
To join the hunt, sir.
Stay a moment, friend Jim. How did I get here? Well, I never left, did I? I've been waiting.
For what?
Why, for you, Jim. I calculated as how you could get me out of this.
Then you've miscalculated.
Have I? I don't reckon so, mate. I reckon Jim Hawkins is a man who pays his debts.
The debt is cancelled. You cancelled it.
Oh, that don't absolve you. You owe me for your mother's life.
This way, man.
Ah, you're afraid. That's what it is. I don't blame you, Jim. All them soldiers are Trelawney's. It's risky and no mistake.
I'll pay my debt. On one condition. The map. The map.
Triply done, Jim. Triply done. Come on. Stay.
More treachery?
The boat's being moved. They're laying for us. Tell them I forced you. Or you'll swing with me.
Stand, Silver! Drop that pistol!
Ah, Captain Smollett. A pleasure to clap eyes on you again, sir.
Has he harmed you, Jim?
No, no.
A good thing for you, Silver.
Ah, you're a smart man, Captain Smollett. Always was. I reckon it was your notion for keeping a watch on that boat, while those other fools were scouring the moors and the roads. Yes. Well, you fair done for Long John Silver this time.
Walk on, Silver.
Master Hockley.
And to you. Though I had my doubts on that score. Still, here's some victuals to stay up. Fit for a king's table.
I trust so, seeing as how I'm paying you a king's ransom.
Don't waste your wit on me, Silver. Save it for the judge.
Oh, today.
Aye. And Sir Solomon Pridham's on the bench. I knows for a fact that Pridham's made the fortunes of a round dozen hangmen. Pridham? He don't consider a felon properly dressed lest he has a rope round his head.
This beer's too small. It ain't reasonable to expect a man to face a hanging judge with nothing but a slop in his belly. Rum, matey. You fetch me rum, and I'll answer to any judge in the kingdom.
You may be a strong man, Silver. But their chain's stronger.
The chain's as strong as the lock that keeps it. And what keeps a lock's a key. And what keeps a key is a man.
That cost me my neck.
Tell me the price of your neck, then. I knows the price of mine. And it's a whole heap of gold.
Jim! Are you possessed? That devil Silver, he's got a power over you.
I gave my word, Mother.
Word? When did he ever keep his?
I said I'd speak for him, so I must. You know I must.
So what about me, then? You care more for that black-hearted parrot than you do for your own mother.
Ben'll stay with you. You'll be quite safe.
Oh, yes. With that band of cutthroats still at large, who'll stop at nothing to get hold of that cursed map. I do worry.
I'll take care of myself. You wouldn't want me to break my word, would you?
That map's a magnet, matey. And what'll she draw? Steel. That's what, Jim? Cutlass steel. Let me go along here.
Ben, I've told you. You've got to stay with my mother.
Take the mistress to the parsons, and I'll ride with you, Jim.
Ben! Lock the doors, bolt the shutters, and open to nobody.
I find you guilty of the theft of a sheep. I sentence you to hang on Thursday at noon. May God have mercy on your soul. Next case.
Call John Silver! Witnesses!
You are John Silver?
I am, my lord.
John Silver, you are charged with murder, piracy on the high seas, with incitement to mutiny, and conspiracy with felonious intent. How do you plead?
Not guilty, my lord.
The Crown would call 3 witnesses against you, Silver, Mr. Trelawney, Dr. David Livesey, Captain Alexander Smollett. You have the right to call witnesses of your own. Is there anyone who will speak for you?
With your lordship's permission, aye, there is. A young gentleman, sir, a graduate of Oxford University. Mr. Jim Hawkins.
He's a coming, sir.
Good. Right, lads, make ready. Down there. Over that.
Mr. Trelawney, am I to understand that you permitted Silver to select your crew?
No, not all of them, blast it.
Nevertheless, it seems very remarkable.
Confound it, how was I to know that he was one of Flint's pirates?
My lord! Craving your lordship's indulgence, but if pirate's the word, let Squire Trelawney look to himself. What? It were Flint's gold, pirate gold he were after, which makes him no better than Flint. Devil, take it! And he curses worse than Flint ever did.
Silence! Silence! Mr. Trelawney's character is not the issue here, Silver.
I meant no disrespect to the bench, sir, and I humbly beg your lordship's pardon. I'm an ignorant man, sir, an uneducated man. But I've yet to hear that blasphemies and curses were took for evidence in the king's courts of justice. God save his majesty.
Nothing.
Bring him.
Thanks to our cabin boy, Jim Hawkins, we were forewarned of the mutiny and made our dispositions accordingly. We had to fight our way to the stockade on the island, and Thomas Redruth, the squire's man, was shot dead.
It was after Redruth's death that Silver came to the stockade?
It was. He came to parley. Captain Silver, he called himself, having been elected leader by the mutineers.
And you refused his terms?
Naturally.
Dr. Livesey, is there any doubt in your mind that Silver is guilty of the crimes of which he stands accused?
No doubt whatsoever.
I'm a simple man of business, boy. And I've got a heap of my money sunk in that there treasure map. A schooner all kitted out and victualled, and a crew all a-clamouring to be on the high seas. So, boy, talk. I've heard it said that of all the senses, the most precious is the sight of the eyes. I don't set up to be no surgeon, boy. Like I said, I'm a man of business. But a point of steel, red hot, puts out a man's light like the snuffing of a candle. Still dumb? So be it then. But remember, you've only got 2 lights in your head. Wait. Something to say at last, have you?
What to say? To do? Ben? She's safe for the parsoness, the mistress. And old Benny knows how when you say stay, you might be meaning come along.
I'm a simple sailor, my lord. I learned my law before the mast. The punishment for mutiny is death. Silver's a mutineer. He should hang, and there's an end of it.
witness does not appear to have learnt punctuality at Oxford University.
He gave his word, sir. He'll turn up for sure.
It is not the business of His Majesty's justice to wait upon the convenience of witnesses.
Oh, but my lord!
John Silver, I find you guilty on all charges. Before passing sentence on you...
Let me in! My lord? My lord? If your lordship pleases. Now, my name is Hawkins, and I am to speak for the prisoner.
God bless you, Jim!
I do not please, Mr. Hawkins. You are too late, sir. Judgment has been given.
Oh, I have not come to question the judgment, sir, but to urge clemency in the sentence.
You are out of time, sir.
If your lordship pleases, forgive me. I am a magistrate as well as a doctor. I think the King's justice would be well served by permitting Mr. Hawkins a hearing.
Very well. But you must take the oath, Mr. Hawkins.
I swear by Almighty God that my witness will be true.
Proceed, Mr. Hawkins.
Why do I plead for John Silver's life? Because I owe my own to him. I faced torture and death at the hands of the mutineers, and he stood by me. He had nothing to gain and everything to lose, but he saved me. And for that one action alone, he deserves your clemency.
Mr. Hawkins, do you recall a shipmate of yours named Tom Redruth? Well, remember you're on oath?
I do, sir.
What fate befell Tom Redruth?
He was killed, sir.
You witnessed his murder?
Yes, sir.
Then name the murderer. Name him.
It was John Silver.
Thank you, Mr. Hawkins. John Silver, the catalogue of your crimes is unparalleled even in my experience. The pity is that you have but one neck to forfeit. You shall hang at Thursday at noon, and may God have mercy upon your soul. Next case.
Hey, come over here. Come over here. Hi. Mister. Hey, you tell him I didn't do it. Hey, come here. Come here.
I think I've worked the trick. I've just stepped off the London coach.
London?
Yes, there's a new Act of Parliament, and the Lord Chancellor can commute the death sentence to transportation to the colonies.
Hold hard, Jim. Transportation? That means slavery. Better the rope.
But I've put your case to the Lord Chancellor himself, and I know he's going to grant your plea.
Well, I ain't never been much a one for pleas. Aside of which, I seen them plantations. And hell'd be prettier. I'd rather swing.
Where there's a breath, there's a hope. I've heard you say that 100 times.
Aye, but I ain't afeard to die. Death and Long John Silver, they sailed together many a long year.
Long John, I don't think you understand.
I've always known the cruise had ended execution dark. Knowed it since I were a lad. Well, so be it. Jim, I've stood where you stands now, high up, with the world at your feet, and a sea breeze in your face, and a call a-ringing in your ear. You take the squire's commission. You heed the call, for that's the call of life. Jim, you've been a son to me, and I ain't got no legacy for you but one. That old map of Flint's what's mine by rights. It ain't worth nothing. But you breed sons, Jim, and you yarn with them of a night, and maybe you'll dust off the old map and show 'em, and maybe you'll tell 'em how you once sailed with Long John Silver. Why then?
Here's another one for the young man.
Joe! Pull him off! Will you?
Can't have Silver going afore his time now, can we?
Give me a hand, you swab. Double money, Hockley.
Confound it, Hawkins, did you have to defend the blackguard in public?
Well, it was of little use in any case.
Dashing up to London? The Lord Chancellor? What the devil are you playing at? Makes it so damned awkward.
If you wish to cancel my commission.
What?
If you consider I'm not a suitable person to act as your agent in Jamaica.
Are you drunk, Hawkins?
No, sir.
Then stop babbling, man. There isn't a moment to lose. That scoundrel Hallows is ruining me.
And you still wish me to sail on Thursday?
Wish you to? I order you to sail. Where's my hat?
Come! Ready, sir.
Jim!
What is it, Ben?
You was going to think, ponder-like as to my proposition. As to, like, taking me along with you to Jamaica.
Yes, I have thought about it, Ben. And, well, I don't see how I can possibly do without you.
Jim, you's bar gold. That's what you is. Bar gold.
All the way, Joe. All the way. You always were as witless as a cuttlefish. It's not brawn as springs a man from Plymouth jail. It's brains, Joe. Brains. Ah, you're a wise man, Master Hockley. Soon to be a rich man.
What about him?
Well, he ain't gonna talk now, is he? He were I that cut out his tongue.
My God. I should let him hang you.
Wouldn't throw a fortune in the draft. That ain't prudent.
A fortune's easily promised, Silver. I want a sight of your gold.
Talk sense. A man don't keep his gold in a prison cell.
Says you. And I reckon it's a lie.
And supposing it is? And supposing the gold is here? And supposing I shows you where? Well, I'm in irons, ain't I?
You can show me the colour of your money, or you can swing. That's all.
Well, now I ask myself, is Master Hockley a man to be trusted?
Long John, I tells myself, I ain't got no choice but to trust him. For if so be I don't, I'm a dead man. So, here's your gold.
Brains, do you see, Joe? Brains! He'd have taken my gold and let me swing. But the sight of gold, it blinds a man, see? Brains, Joe! Brains.
Let me out that key! Oi, bring a key here! Hey, bring her here, man! Let me out! Let me out!
Lively now, Hawkins. The tide won't wait for you. And Silver and the hangman won't wait for me.
He's in your charge. And any harm comes to him, you have me to answer.
Hawkins.
Yeah. Now you take that. And it's not to be thrown away on rum, mind. No.
Give me a blessing.
Not I. 'Tis folly. And that's that.
Mother?
Oh, take my blessing. And never forget. You take all my heart with it.
Cheese, Ben. Parmesan cheese.
Doctor, you're a Christian, and Ben Gunner's a craving for cheese, says you.
Jim, I envy you, and there again I don't. Good luck to you, and God bless you.
Hawkins, time and tide wait for no man. Onwards!
Jim Hawkins, sir.
Ah, yes. I heard all about you. Welcome on board the Saracen, Mr. Hawkins.
Thank you.
Gridley! What? Mr. Gridley's our bosun. He'll show you your quarters. We sail on the evening tide. You'll dine in the great cabin, I trust.
I'd be honest.
Take him aboard, Mr. Gridley.
This way, gents. Got that? Got it? Go left, back in.
That's silver gone.
Shipmates again, Jim. Shipmates again. At last.
Move along, come on. Ah.